Now, if you're, say, 8 today, in the year 2000 you'd be 37 years old, and you could well be watching Blue Peter with your children. Well, we're going to do something really special to look forward to that millennium, but we're not going to do it here in the studio. It's going to be done outside, because outside the BBC Television Centre, right at the front, John and Peter are getting ready for it.
Well, our idea is to plant a tree. We've got this sapling silver birch here. It's only 5 years old and stands, just a fraction over 6 feet. But in the year 2000, it'll stand about 30 feet tall and look quite magnificent here on the grass outside the television centre.
Well, we've been digging quite a big hole here because we're not only going to plant the tree, we also want to bury this box. Because as Val says, in the year 2000, we do hope that Blue Peter will still be continuing, but Val, John and I almost certainly won't be in it because we'll be far too old. So we thought we'd like to leave souvenirs of what we were like and of what the programme was like here in 1971. And when Blue Peter in 29 years' time comes out here, they'll be able to dig up this box and see exactly what we were like and what we were doing here today on June the 7th, 1971. I've got quite a few things to go into the box, quite a few souvenirs here, and Val has raced like mad from the studio.
Oh.
It's quite a sprint, isn't it?
Yes,
and
it is.
Here they are.
Well, we've got a card here with our badges on. We've got the Blue Peter badge here, the one that we wear, the very special gold badge, the silver badge, and the Blue Peter competition winners badge. We've also got a tin of film here, and this is actually the air race that you've just seen in the programme which Johnny took part in, so they can see that in the year 2000. Oh, I'm out of breath. We've got a photograph album here. Inside, pictures of the three of us, me, John, Peter, poor old Patchy there, Petra, Jason on the next page, we've got Frida, we've got Honey and Cindy, and we've got a picture of the Blue Peter 532. We've got a complete set of our mini books here, 8 of them all together to go in there. We've got
Petra, you're not going in.
our latest Blue Peter annual, the last one that came out, the 7th one. And because 1971 was a very important year indeed, and we went decimal, we've included a set of the decimal coins. Now here, we've got a letter, and this letter actually states, it says here, to whom it may concern, all the things that took part in today's programme. And down at the bottom we've signed it so that anybody in 2000 will know exactly who we are. Fold that up, and I think long ways is probably the best. Put that into the envelope here. The envelope actually says, to whom it may concern, not to be opened until the year 2000. Seal that down firmly, and that's going in our box too. This week's Radio Times, so that on Monday and Thursday, of course, you can actually see the times that Blue Peter appeared. We've got a complete history here of Blue Peter with the ship, and again our names, the paw marks of the animals down here, and all the history here carefully typed out. And finally, a tape, and the tape actually has our signature tune on it. It has Jason meowing, it has Petra barking, and it has all of us saying hello.
So we'll say goodbye to that and put the lid firmly on. Just a minute.
Okay.
That's it. And first I'll seal it with this piece here, locking it at both ends firmly so that this won't be opened by anyone who shouldn't. That's it.
It's fiddly getting the screws in, isn't it?
I'll just start one or two of them off for you and then leave you to it, Val. All right?
One, yeah.
And in the meantime, Johnny's digging away like crazy at the back. How are you doing there, John? I'll come and join you in a minute. Nearly ready for me?
Yeah, I reckon
we
that
got
was
this
big
one
enough
straight?
now. I think it'll take the three of us, actually.
Right, I'll be there
That's
straight
better.
away. There you are, Val. That's a good start.
You grab hold of the sapling, take it out the thing. That's it. Oh, great. That means it's going to stand up almost by itself.
I'm going to shake it and loosen it up a little bit.
Yeah, well, let me
Put some underneath there. I'll kick a bit under myself. Don't feel my shoes.
Right.
Yeah,
That's very good.
standing well actually. Right, so
Put some earth down here. Got your shovel?
I've lost it.
Oh, it's here. I buried it.
Oh, thanks very much.
Right.
How are you doing, Val? All right there?
Yes, about 5 more to go.
Right, well, I'll come back and give you a hand as well now.
Yeah, I can sort this out.
Okay, Johnny, it's standing up quite well.
Yeah.
I've got a spare spanner here.
Will you get that in? Or I'll just take my...
Yes, that wasn't very clever. Would you put it back, please? It's all right. We've left the piece there. And in.
Actually, it's a lead-lined box, which, of course, they're nice and tight. Now, this does get them very tight. A lead-lined box so that, of course, the water can't get in. Absolutely, in the year 2000, as it is, there we are at this moment.
That's absolutely tight. Johnny, do you reckon you can come over here and help with the box? It is lead lined. I don't think Val can lift it.
I can't do much more there, actually.
That's tight. Right.
Oh, master mechanic you are with this.
Oh, I am. I thought I was very good with that. Get there.
Right, let's get that rocking up, I think. There we are.
Okay.
Here it goes. Oh, beautiful. Right.
Right, I've also got a plaque here. This is the Blue Peter tree, planted 7th of June 1971 for the year 2000. So I'm going to push that down at the front, push that well into the earth like that, and as the earth goes in on top of that, it'll fill it out. And that really
So
does
if you
look
watch
perfect.
the first programme in the year 2000, you'll see this tree. It'll be a magnificent 30 feet high, and that plaque will be just as good as new, I reckon.
Yeah, and by the way, don't you forget it's there. You know it's there, so why not tell your children about it? In the year 2000, they could write in. They might even win a Blue Peter badge for sending an interesting letter, you never know.
It's just over a week now since we all planted our Blue Peter tree to help us look forward to the year 2000. Well, we've had a stack of letters, very interesting letters indeed, about various aspects of putting our box down into that hole under the tree. Quite a lot of them, in fact, wondered about one particular thing, and John's outside the studio now and he's going to tell you all about it.
And I'm standing beside the Blue Peter tree that we planted last week. In fact, I'm stood right on the spot where we buried the box. But one point that has bothered an awful lot of people has been the growth rate of the roots of the tree. For example, we've had a letter here from Kate McFarland from Cheshire, and she says, "Dear Val, John and Pete, in Monday's edition of Blue Peter, you planted a tree and put a box near it. Now, in the year 2000, we hope someone's going to dig up the box, and so do we. But they will not be able to get at it, as the tree's roots will have grown all round the box. So I wonder how they're going to get it out without cutting down the tree." Well, according to the gardening experts who advise us, there's going to be no danger at all, because we buried the box above the roots of the tree. So it will be perfectly possible in the year 2000 to dig the box up without damaging the tree. Well, it has bothered quite a number of people, so it started to bother us too. So we thought, well, what shall we do? We thought, dig up the box and rebury it. So that's what we've done. We've dug another hole here, about 10, 12 feet from the tree. Here's the box, as you can see. So really all I've got to do now is bury the box again. It's still quite heavy, and it hasn't got any lighter than the other week. Well, the box is in its new hole now. Get some of the topsoil in. In fact, in a moment or two, Pete and Val should be coming out the studio to give me a hand, and they'll finish it off, and the whole thing will then be finished off with a piece of turf on the top, and when it's all tidied up, you won't be able to tell where, in fact, the box has been buried. Aha, you might say. There you've got a problem, because in the year 2000, when the people come to look for the box and dig it up, they're not going to be able to find it because they don't know where it is. Well, we've got the answer to that. We've got a map here, all drawn out as to where the box is going to be buried. So the people who... Oh, it's upside down. Sorry about that. So the people who come looking for the box will be able to find it. Now, this is our Blue Peter tree. There's a path there. There's 3 trees there. And there's a compass mark up here. Now, this is pointing to north. So, in fact, if I put my back against the Blue Peter tree and face south, I should be facing that tree there, the left-hand tree of those 3 trees. So that's what I'll do. I'll get up here. I'll put me back to the Blue Peter tree. I know that's north down there, so that must be south, and that's the left-hand tree of the 3. And then it says 4 paces south. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then I turn through 90 degrees and face east. So if that's north-south, that must be east over there. Then 3 paces to the east. 1, 2, 3, and I should be on the box. By God, my arm. That's not bad, is it?
That means our map and the directions are absolutely 100% accurate. So I think for absolutely top security, we should put it in the safest place we can think of.
And that's the BBC Bank. And if by any chance they forget to dig our box up in the year 2000, you remember about it, and remember also where the map is.
Okay, starting from the tree, Pete, it's 4 paces south.
4 paces south. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes.
That's it. And now 3 paces east.
East. 1, 2, 3.
And it says here lies the box.
Treasure! Is it then? There.
Right. Mind your beetle crushes.
Just on that bit. You've got to take the turfs out.
I know that.
No.
We had to remove the turfs from the lawn neatly so they could go back when we'd excavated the box.
Oh, that's lovely. Look at that, how neat. Gosh.
Percy would be proud of us. I think it's slightly too... Yes! Yes!
Is it?
I think this could be it. It's definitely hard, listen.
Yes.
What's that? Here it is.
Oh. It's like fishing, isn't
It's
it?
a brick. Yeah. It was something hard, you see. I thought that was it.
How deep do you reckon that is, Janet, now?
Well, I reckon that's about 18 inches, isn't it?
This is ridiculous.
Oh,
An hour later, we were still looking for the right place. We'd even begun to wonder if the box had mysteriously vanished.
Hey,
Is that it?
don't say it, because you've said that 650
It's a
times
stone
before.
again. Well, look, what's that? There.
Oh!
Yeah.
What's that?
Hey! Must be.
That's it.
That was his
That's
face.
it!
Hey!
At last we'd found it, and it was a especially exciting moment for me. Like millions of others, I'd been watching Blue Peter on June the 7th, 1971, when the box was buried. It was covered in mud and filthy dirty, but even after 13 years underground, it was still as sound as the day it was hidden. We're not going to open our box for the year 2000 today, of course. We're going to rebury it in the Blue Peter garden. And then, just like for this one, we'll draw up a new map and then put it into the vaults of the BBC Bank for safekeeping.
And that box won't be alone because we're going to bury this second one with it. And this box will bring Blue Peter right up to 1984. And like the other one, it will also be opened in the year 2000 by the editor of Blue Peter and the presenters. And this is what they'll find. A dog collar, but not if Goldie has her way. You can say goodbye to that right now. Let's put it in the box. Dog collar of Goldie's. Now we've got a message that's on tape from the three of us, the three presenters. That's a video, Janet, that we did of moving Petra's statue the other day. Pop that in. And we've got photos of presenters, cats and dogs and a tortoise. No. play with your dog collar for a bit. Ah, this is good. That's Mike Oldfield's version of Barnacle Bill. And that's, of course, the signature tune that we now have. That was the record he recorded. Oh, and that's just before we moved Petra's statue the other day. It's come out well, hasn't it?
The final item for our second box was my favourite, a sneak preview of the cover of our next Blue Peter book. Here we all are, having fun in the snow at Simon's dad's farm in Dethick.
That's the cover. And Goldie, come and say goodbye to your collar. Come on then.
Come on, give it a farewell kiss.
There you are. You put a dog hair in as well. Yeah. 6 of Goldie's hairs, in they go with the collar.
There was even more digging involved in the next job.
Dear me, that was quite a steady job. Well, this is the site that we've chosen for our tree. It's right next to Petra's statue.
But, gonna put some money in?
Go on, then. What you got? 2 pence. All right.
Great!
Hooray!
Once it was in place and the turf relayed, it looked as if it had been there ever since it was a tiny sapling.
Well, that's a first-class job, isn't it?
Do you think so,
I
Percy?
do. It looks that tree looks though it's been there for very many years now. Very good. There's just one final thing to do. That's our plaque.
Good man.
I wish I had my duster. It needs a bit of a polish,
There we
doesn't
are.
it, really?
That's it.
Hello and welcome to an important moment in the history of Blue Peter. Today we are going to be revealing the contents of 2 time capsules buried by Blue Peter in the past so that you, the children of the new millennium, could discover something about the programme as it used to be.
Okay,
Right, here we
let's
go.
have a look at that map.
Right, oh, here we are, look.
Oh, look, here's north.
And
so-
that's where we are now. We need to go 18 paces northeast of the tree.
And then when we get to the end, then we need to go 17 paces to the northwest. Here lie the boxes. Okay, so basically we need to start pacing over that way. Using
get
the compass.
pacing.
Northeast, let's go.
And
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17.
14 to here and
No, I've done 17.
There's still another
here.
pace to go yet.
It's obvious when you reach the end of the garden, then you have to turn northwest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Mabel and Lucy were doing their best to sniff out the box too.
13, 14, 15, 16, 17.
I reckon it's about here. Time for action. I'll take the turf. Could be quite deep, you know. I reckon we need more help. Claire!
I think we're going to be here all day.
Katie!
Simon!
Yes! You called?
We're here. Come on then, get stuck
Have you
in.
not got it out yet?
Where do we stick this up?
Well, it's around here somewhere, so just...
Can you get off my shovel?
I think I found it. That's it, that's it. Listen,
Yeah.
that's it.
It's treasure!
Yeah.
That hasn't been seen for all those years.
Well, I can't.
But this was only the first of several false alarms.
Careful now, it might have rusted.
Let's hope
It
not.
probably will have rusted, won't it?
Contents
It's
will
been
be in
there
trouble.
ages.
That's why the soil's
Has
changed.
someone not tipped out their barbecue here?
Several hours and a lot of mud later,
I think I found something. Hang on.
Let's see.
We found it!
Excellent. Let's see how deep down it is. Hang on.
Oh, it's got writing on it though.
What does it say? Blue Peter box. I reckon it's about 1.5 metres down. I didn't know it'd be that deep.
wow!
That is amazing.
We're standing on the edge of history here. Down there in that hole is a bit of Blue Peter's past, and we're standing here in the present.
But when they buried it, now was in the future.
How bizarre. Well, I know you're all very excited, but I hate to tell you this.
What?
Go on. If we're going to get that out, we've got a lot more digging.
Yeah.
Get your spades going.
Do you want a hand up there, Kate?
Well, we got there in the end, and it's a very big welcome back to Simon Groom and Janet Ellis, who buried this box in 1984.
Hi, Matt.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Millennium to you.
Happy New Millennium. Well,
May
it
you
has
have
to be
many of
said.
them.
Well, hopefully. Well, it has to be said, you did a fantastic job in burying this because it took us ages to find it.
We didn't quite get down to the Earth's core, but we went down several feet. I think we're a bit concerned that either Goldie or one of the other dogs might try and dig it up.
Well, you were helped, weren't you, by Peter Duncan?
That's
Well,
right.
He can't be
yes.
here today, can he?
No, but he's on a fantastic round-the-world trip with his entire family.
Well, the moment has come.
Big moment.
Yeah.
To open the box that was buried in 84 for the year 2000, but unfortunately we've lost the key.
That's typical.
But we
Good
do
news,
have
bad news.
several tools that I'm sure you can get in.
Make your selection, Simon.
I think, well, we've got some bolt croppers here. I'm not sure if they're big
Shall I
enough,
hold that
but
hand up?
I'm worried about snipping your fingers off, Janet. But here we go. Here's the moment.
Is it through?
Yeah, we're
Yes.
through. We're in
Excellent.
business. Right.
Excellent.
That's just
No need for a key at all. So have you got any sort of memories of what's in this at all?
Do you know, I'd even forgotten it was made of wood.
Now then, we're going to need some stronger.
Right.
Here we are. Oh my word.
well, it's,
Solid or what?
Oh, look,
there's some-
there's plenty of water in there.
Just a bit. Look at that one. Oh.
Good grief.
Now then.
Well, what's that then?
That's looks like a cover off book 21. Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Luckily, everything's in little plastic bags, so...
What's that then, Simon? Use your X-ray vision on that. It's
So,
a
yeah.
photograph.
Shall we don't really want to see that.
Shall we try and get in with the bolt clippers?
No, it might be a photograph of
Ah,
me.
look, here's some vinyl. Now
Oh,
then,
nice.
I remember doing the drum roll on this. This was
I'll
the
get
Blue
into
Peter
these.
signature tune as recorded by Mike
The
Oldfield.
Mike Oldfield version.
The drum roll on the front, which I never got paid for.
Look at this as well.
Fascinating.
Look at that.
Goldie's
Goldie's collar.
Gold-
That's
Goldie's
actually
collar.
not in bad nick, is
No,
it
it's
really?
not.
It's very good.
It's
That's
not.
extraordinary.
And a little tag, look at
Yeah,
that. with her name
very
on it.
poignant. Dear old Goldie.
There we are.
So well done.
Here we are, we're into this. What's this?
Some of Goldie's hairs, I recall.
Yes, but the...
Well, they may be some of mine. They've been dropping frequently over the years.
It's a video.
I think that's probably video bringing it round from the front.
Yes, that's right.
When
That
we
would be
move the
that.
statue. Playable, perhaps
Once you put it
not.
on the radiator for a bit.
Oh, I can see your surname there, Janet. I don't
Can
know what
you?
this is, but... it's very tight.
Yeah.
Yeah, another-
shall we try and get
surely, surely another implement.
I don't want to
Yeah.
damage anything, actually. Let's have a look.
No.
There we
Brute
are.
force. Oh, look. Now then.
Oh, what's that? What
I
is
don't
that?
know. Oh, it's a tape.
It's a tape.
Right,
Get
just
rid
tip
of
this
that
out
lot.
and just make sure there's nothing left in there. There we are. Lead lined. That's it. It's all empty.
Fascinating stuff.
Well, I think we need to take these inside now and dry them off, but we will be keeping them in the Blue Peter office because, after all, they are historic relics.
Talking about us?
No, but we do need to dry off.
Well, we've seen what was in the 1984 capsule, but now is the moment so many people have been waiting for, the unsealing of the original Blue Peter time capsule buried in June 1971.
Yes, and of course, who better to help us unveil what is inside than the legends that are John, Val and Pete. You are! You're legends!
I've got my hammer.
Go for it, John.
Okay,
Val,
shall I hit
the bar.
Okay.
Knock the bar
Stand
out.
back.
Good way.
Hey!
That's
the first
You
bit.
get out the sealant.
Okay.
I've got the foreman's job. I like this. Right.
You can get off
Let's have a sort of
nuts.
putty. Right, okay.
Unscrew your nuts.
Yeah, I'm going to unscrew them.
That's good, it's
Is he ready to do it this way?
We'll unscrew
Oh, yeah,
them and
look.
get to the next
No,
one.
keep going, keep going.
Okay.
There are lots
This
more.
one better than the 84 round.
Move round a bit. Gooey inside.
You name it, she's
Hit
there.
it with anything.
It all took time and teamwork.
Here we go. That's it. Here it goes. Go on, go on, go on, go on.
The big moment.
The truth. Can you get under that?
Gather in
Get rid of these.
That could come off though, Johnny.
Yeah,
Come on,
hang on.
Get a bit of purchase on it.
You need the foreman. Right.
Leverage.
There. Whoa!
Bone dry.
Oh, look at that. It's a Christmas pudding.
That won't be very nice.
It could be. That'll be the
What's
phone
this
cam,
gonna be?
I bet. It was you, Johnny. What were you doing?
Yeah.
The
Flying to the Isle of Man, the race.
Yeah, the race
What?
from the Isle of Man. That's
Smells a bit.
Watch that then.
Oh, it's wet inside.
Yeah, look at this.
Wow.
Out with
It's a
it.
bit wet, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, my
it's gone
God,
rusty.
look at that.
Oh, it's
Wow.
The aeroplane's gone rusty.
It's still sealed.
Wow.
Okay,
It's
this,
full of water, listen.
this is very wet in
We need
here.
a knife.
From one of these guys.
Scissors.
Okay.
Do you want to do it, John? You do
Do
it.
it from that side.
Did you bury some cheese
Careful,
and biscuits
John.
in here?
I hope not.
I know there's a very good time.
It's very cheesy.
Times there should be some
It smells very Stilton.
Yeah, that is actually quite smelly.
Very strong.
Some of the packages were really well wrapped up.
We got something, we got something.
And they're very wet. I'll tell you, it's a good job of plugging
Oh,
full
look
set.
at that.
Oh, look, a set of coins.
Decimal coins.
Set of decimal
Decimal
coins.
day coins.
Yeah.
Right, we've got
Oh,
the
and a
coins.
picture of me.
We've got the badges.
Well, that tape, well, you never know, it might play. What was on the tape?
I don't think we'll ever find out, Pete. Shame, it's so wet.
Set of Blue Peter books.
Look at this.
Oh, these are
mini books.
Look at you there, Peter.
Oh, thank you.
That's fantastic.
Oh, look at this. Oh, what a shame.
There we are.
Oh, dear.
At least you can see what they are.
Blue Peter Guide Dogs.
What year was that?
Book of Daniel. Does anybody remember Daniel? Hey, I wonder what they're worth now.
This stage of
Joking and hilarity aside, for a lot of people, for a whole generation of people, you are Blue Peter. You are the presenters that people remember. So Val, I know you've already got one, but for you too, we would like to give you the programme's highest award.
Oh, great.
A gold?
A gold badge, there you
Well
go.
done.
I thought you had to do something wonderful.
And
Oh, that was worth it.
I
Right.
would be honoured.
Thanks, Casey.
And
That's fabulous.
the last word should go to you.
Well,
three,
it's
I
been a
think.
great moment opening this. It's sad that it's so wet, but we still, as you say, have recognised what's in there. And the 29 years has been a long time, but as Pete said earlier, it's gone very, very quickly indeed, certainly for us. And we hope that the 29 years have been good ones for you and your families too.
And wherever you are, whether you're in Britain or anywhere in the world, even in Halifax, we'd like to wish you a very happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Oh, yeah, and by the way, don't forget, very important this, you must remind the Blue Peter team of 2049 that there is a box buried underneath the Millennium Dome for 2050. Don't forget.
Coming back for it.
Back chance for anyone.
I'm going to be there.
It's a little bit drier than this one has.